Hello, online pipe community. Ethan, Parsimonious Piper here. It is Cob Tuesday. Got my Cob Tuesday cob. No Cob Tuesday hat. We got that storm rolling in off the Atlantic, and it has started to rain already. It is dumping out there. So, back inside. Today's cob is my only Greg Tunnel approved corn cob. Missouri Meerschaum Wizard Cobbit. Nice deep bowl. In it, my blend this week, thanks to a generous sample from Potter Piper, is none other than HU Director's Cut. Now, for those of you not familiar, and I didn't know HU blends very well because they're not always easy to get over here, so I've never bought any. This is primarily a vapor, but it's the kind of vapor that I generally like because it's got a couple of other things thrown in. It's got some Kentucky, which I love, and some barley, which I love. Both of those give it some body. But it's primarily a vapor. If you like a vapor, but with a little extra something, give this a shot. It's definitely worth a try. If you are expecting something like 𝒆𝒔𝒊𝒑𝒊𝒏𝒈 Firestorm, however, this does not have nearly that level of Kentucky kick and oomph to it. If you shy away from Kentuckies because you don't like the barbecue-y type of Kentucky, this is not that either. This is more the earthy, smoky, campfire-y type Kentucky than that. It does not have a charred meat barbecue type flavor to it at all. Nothing like, say, Old Dark Fired or Bold Kentucky. What else can we compare it to? Haunted Bookshop and Old Joe Krantz, maybe. This is much smoother than either one of those. It's a little more, I suppose, like Old Joe Krantz, but that's really Red Virginias. From what I understand and what I taste, this is not Red Virginias. It is a lightly sweet blend, not overly sweet. Does burn a little hot, gives a little tingle. So you got to keep it slow. And this bowl will last a long time. I'll get an hour and a half out of this easily. This does burn nice and slow. Comes in a coin cut, kind of a coin and shag or ribbon mix in the form that I got it. And the coins are little. They're small little core coins with, I guess the outside had already unraveled, which made it really easy in a couple of my wider pipes to stack the coins and put a little bit of rubbed out ribbon on top to get it lit and get a very long smoke out of a medium bowl. So if you've ever tried that or would like to, this would be a good blend to try that with because the coins are small enough that you can stack them fairly easily. You do not have to have a monster bowl to do that. Interestingly enough, this has roughly the same components. I already grabbed my lighter. As my own secondhand bookshop blend. I say roughly because I use a stoved Virginia and the Virginias in this are not stoved. Their proportions, however, are completely different. Mine's 50% Kentucky. This has nowhere near that proportion of Kentucky. Like I said, it really is a vapor. So where does this land for me? This is a solid 3.3 plus. Why don't I push it up to 4 even though I really like it? Well, because 𝒆𝒊𝒑𝒊𝒏𝒈 Firestorm for me is a 4, and that's got a lot more of the Kentucky kick that I really like. I think there are going to be a whole lot of you, though, if you give this a try, that are going to like it quite a bit because the Kentucky and the Burley add some body and they add some oomph without dominating the blend. I like them to dominate, hence my 50% proportion of Kentucky. But it is a very good blend. Jess Piping recently crossed the 500 sub mark. If you are not subbed to Jess, I don't know why. He is such a positive, encouraging, wonderful, wonderful guy. He has asked us, and I'll have a link to him down below, of course. He's asked us to share either our worst pipe or a pipe we just don't reach for very often. And some people have shared some very nice pipes, in fact, pipes that they like that they don't reach for often, and given some interesting reasons for why they don't reach for them. In my case, however, the pipe that I don't reach for very often also happens to be my very worst pipe. You guys have seen this one before. It is a Lucerne. I have no idea really what it's made of. I've read online that they're made of pecan. I don't know. It looks like it's drilled for 9mm. The problem I had with this one when I got it, the draft hole was not actually drilled all the way through, and of course I didn't know that when I got it. I had to figure out how to drill through a slight bend without drilling through the stem. I did finally manage to do that and opened it up to where it is at least smokable. However, it smokes horribly. It smokes hot. I might smoke it once a year just to see if it's still as bad as I remember. And so far, every single time, it has been. It really is as bad as I remember. This, however, is good. If you like vapors with a little bit of oomph, give it a shot. If you can find it or find somebody who will give you a sample. I'll be bringing it along with me to Columbus next week, so if you'd like to give it a try and you're there, let me know, and we can share a bowl. Until then, light something you like. Enjoy your maybe rainy afternoon.